I'm with Dean right now, and Dean, you've had a lot to do, your organization's had a lot to do with bringing together this byway along here. Could you tell us how the whole thing began?
Well, one of our members, Bruce Gustafson, at a January meeting in 2016, we have been talking about doing something along this line, that we felt the beauty of US-2 through this region from St. Ignace and west was just a beautiful thing, particularly with the dunes and Cut River Bridge and other points of interest and so forth. And so as we talked about it as an association, at that particular meeting, Bruce Gustafson put forth a motion, and I read that at the fair today, but put forth a motion basically requesting that the state of Michigan consider this section of highway as a scenic byway. So the motion was seconded and approved by unanimous vote of the ones there, and that began the process, and it just evolved out of that. But that was the beginning of it. So that's a real key part of the whole thing, because if we never would have had the motion, we may not be here doing this today, you know. And it's a requirement of the byway program that the minutes be forthcoming that stated this is what you supported and what you wanted to have accomplished and so forth. Okay. So it's very critical for. That's why I read it today. That's why I read it.
It took a lot more than just passing a motion.
Oh, yeah, that's just the beginning. And you know, the ribbon cutting ceremony today is just the beginning of all the work of inventorying all the assets that are in this 92 stretch of highway to put into that driver's guide, so that when visitors come to the Upper Peninsula, they have places to go and reasons why they need to go to those places and so forth.
Can you give me an idea of just some of the highlights?
Well, Cut River Bridge is obviously one of them, and this particular time of year is very unfortunate, especially on a day like today. You can't even get to the bridge right now because it's under some form of construction, road work, but it's a very top-rated tourist attraction this time of year because of the color. So that part of it is unfortunate. Plus the fact of the canyon that's there. I mean, it's not just the color; it's the uniqueness of the bridge that oftentimes has been referred to. My wife has commented on this. $1 million bridge over a 10-cent river. You've got the disparity of that bridge way up in the air like that, and you can't appreciate that until you go walk underneath it and look up to up into the air and look at the inner structure and the understructure of the bridge.
Right, and the nice thing is there's places that you can pull off there. There's a park on either side that people can pull off. You can walk out on the bridge. You can walk down under the bridge.
Well, and they put added amenities there. They keep it nice. It's a nice park. They have restroom facilities, that kind of a thing. So it's just a natural. One of the other items, obviously, is the dunes area east of Brevort. That section of 3 different areas there. Somebody mentioned to me today that when they came through today, there are a number of cars there here on October the 6th. Normally this time of the year you don't get too many beachgoers, but they're there just enjoying the nice weather.
We've had some nice weather this fall too, and that is a great area. It's another area that there's room to pull off the road. You can go down, they can have a picnic, they can swim in the summer. It's just a great place to be.
They're doing that. It depends what your interest is. We've been working, one of our top of the lake association projects that we're working on is we're trying to get our marina here. It's a Naubinway Marina is known as a port of refuge, so it's not on the mainstream of things, but we're getting more boats coming in, so forth. Part of our association, again, with our committee work, got a number of people involved in the community here. When a boat comes in, they don't have transportation to get to town. We can have people that will go get them. We have a gas station that has a portable 100-gallon tank that will take fuel right down to the marina. We just took a family to meals here for a couple of days just recently, so we get involved with that. So that's something that we're working on. When I say the marina, it's off the beaten track here. It's just down the road here, maybe about a quarter of a mile through in that direction and so forth. So we're working on that. We've got the Hiawatha Sportsman's Club here, 35,000 acres. The entranceway is just on the road here. Naubinway surrounds. Is surrounded by the Hiawatha Sportsman's Club. It's the largest sporting club of its kind east of the Mississippi. about 1,150 members, and as they say, 35,000 acres for hunting, fishing, beautiful 9-hole golf course. So that's an attraction. So part of our long-term effort now, as we build the inventory, we'll go to all these places and draft language that what are your highlights? Why should people come to your golf course? Why should they come to the marina? I mean, the obvious is there, but there's other particulars with it too. So those are just some of the things we're looking at and working on.
Well, why don't you just take right now and invite everybody up?
Well, we're going to do that, yeah. It's, you know, as we said about the Cut River Bridge, it's one of the greatest surprises out there, even with the Hiawatha Club. I've talked to dozens of people over the years that have gone by it, didn't even know it was here because they didn't, you know, it's a private club and, you know, so on and so forth. So we invite you to come up across the Big Mac Bridge and stop into the businesses and the gas stations, the restaurants in Mackinac and along the route here. Don't forget Naubinway, Brevoort, Epofat, down the road to Gould City and on to Manistique, you know, and so on and so forth. A lot of things going, a lot of color right now, just about at the peak of color through this region. So if this gets out to people in the next few days, well, it's a good time to come right now. I've noticed the traffic is pretty heavy the last couple of days. Yeah,
a lot of people up here.
Yeah, a lot of
people up here. And it's a great place. If you haven't visited, come up here yourself, try it out. I'll tell you what, it's just great going down these roads. I love to spend time just driving along, finding something that looks interesting, stopping off, talking to some of the people like Dean here. You really find out a lot about the area. Well, it's a nice trip.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for helping to get us knowing out onto the map a little bit more.
Oh, happy to be here, Dean.
Yeah, good. Thank you. All set?